Greetings, body jugglers. In case you do not know what body juggling is, this is body juggling. Greetings, body jugglers. Welcome to the Body Juggling Training Podcast 002. Today we're going to be working with emotion. What is emotion? Everybody has it, but do you actually know what it is? Emotion is way more simple than most people think. Emotion is just your body's reaction to your mind. It's your body's reaction to your perceptions, okay? And the deeper we go inside the truth of that, the more control it gives us as to how we react to that internal reaction. That's all it is. It's the body's reaction to what we think, to what we perceive is happening outside of us. Now, this is not just an esoteric idea. We make this real in the work that we do. Because an emotion is something visceral that you experience in your body, you can actually use the exercises to work with your emotions, right? So every emotion has two factors. You have the feeling inside the body, you have the reaction, and you have the thing, the external event. We call that the trigger. You have the trigger and the feeling. Okay? So if we focus on the trigger while we do the exercise and we feel where we feel that emotion, the energy can move. We can release that sensation. So now the trigger has no effect on us. Okay? It's a very, very simple concept. It's based on a technique called emo trance. We'll get into that deeper in later episodes. You'll also get a couple of testimonials today and some more explanation about what effortless being actually is and how you can take part in the process. So buckle your safety belts and come along for the ride. What does training mean to you? To me, training means discipline, focus, purpose, and passion. Training is evolution. It doesn't matter what you do, and it doesn't matter when you do it. What matters is how you do it. Do it with passion. Do it with purpose, and you'll see the results. Stay in your center and free yourself.
In today's Now New Next, we look at a new way to get in shape and lose weight. We're talking body juggling.
Body juggling is a combination of Tai Chi, yoga, and acrobatics.
At the age of 3, Satyakta was adopted into a family of clowns and tigers. But what he didn't know is the effect it would have on his life.
The circus prepares you for all kinds of stuff. I grew up traveling with Ringling Brothers, and I learned to do acrobatics at a very young age, and that actually taught me the power of training. It taught me the power of focus, what happens when you can focus your mind. There are 3 basic principles: balance, power, and flow. Every exercise in the system deals with these 3 principles. The balance is necessary to connect you to the power, right? And the power is necessary just so that you can stop being a victim and stop thinking that your circumstances are your problems, that your circumstances do the things to you. The circumstances don't do anything to you, right? It's how do you react to the circumstance. And so once you get into the flow, the circumstances become inconsequential because no matter what they are, you can move with them in a way that's comfortable and seamless.
It allows me to find more of an openness and a grace that I wouldn't find in something else. It's not just about the physical body. It's about the life that the person brings to it. It's about the person's experience. It's about the whole being. It's about their emotional state. It's about their thoughts. It's about everything that makes up who they are in that moment.
It has all what yoga has, but also has a fun way of doing it, a very 21st century way of doing it. Because we're living in a world that's absolutely crazy, and if we don't stop and balance on our balls, we're going to really roll away, in a way.
All right, today's movement is drip down, another fundamental move, one we always do in our warm-ups. Once again, Lori is helping us out, and she is wearing flip-flops. That's because the paper's slippery. Don't wear flip-flops when you body juggle. Alright, so we're going to start sitting up tall and straight, ready position. And we're going to take 3 steps out, but we're going to focus on the spine, especially the middle spine. We're going to curve the pelvis under as we step out. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to step right back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what we want to do is we want to pay attention to that line going straight down the spine, and we want to curve it as we go out. Convex, yes, yes, good. It's a nice crescent shape. And down. And what we want to do is we want to focus, hold right there. So here's, wait, no, go back, yep, you caught yourself. Her core is down here, it's off of the ball. That's not what we want. Come back towards me. We want the core to stay over the center of the ball. This is where our control is. Okay, now come up. Good. And then we're going to drip. Leave that core over the center of the ball this time. Down. Now make that as smooth as you can. Down and up. Effortless. Relax. Yep. Relax the core. Come back up. Do anything you can in your body to make the movement as effortless as possible. Yes. Again. Good. So this is level 1. Now level 2, she's going to do the exact same motion, but instead of stepping out with the feet, she's going to let the feet hop out. And it's very important to keep your core over the center on this one. Ready? Go. Hop out. And back up. Yes. Hop out. And back up. Beautiful. Softer and softer. More and more control. Good. Okay, now I like to throw in one different change that's going to make it a lot harder. We only do it for a little bit, but then when you come back to this, it'll be much easier. Okay, so I want you to do it, but I want you to do it as slow as you possibly can. Exact same thing. Let it happen as slow as possible. Good. And back up. Good. Again, as slow as possible. Yes. And back up. Slow as possible. One more time. Let everything in your body work together. Every sensation moves. Good. And back up. Okay. So she's having trouble getting back up because of the slipperiness of the floor. So now go back to your normal pace. Down and up quickly. Keep the core over the center of the ball. Much better. Drip down. You're just melting down just like water. And then inhaling up. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention the breath. Exhale down, inhale up, light like a balloon. And then the last thing I always challenge people with is when you come back to the center, hold on one second, when you come back to the center, see how our feet are flat? Go to your tippy toes, like that. See if you can come back to your tippy toes right there. And down, and back to your tippy toes. Boom. Then you know you're centered. Again. Boom, nice. Beautiful. One more. Gorgeous. Alright, this is drip down. 3 levels. Almost every exercise we do has 3 levels. The first level, anyone can do. The next levels above that are optional. So that anybody from your grandmother to your 5-year-old child to a professional athlete can get the workout that they need. Great job, everybody. Tune in tomorrow for another incredible neurokinesthetic exercise. Until then, stay in your center and free yourself. Good job, jugglers. All right. So today we are talking about emotion, right? And a simple definition, the simplest definition I've ever experienced for emotion is an internal reaction to external stimulus, right? Most people tend to believe that their emotions are created by their environments, right? Your boss, or your mother, or your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, right? The environment does not create emotions, and this is a very, very important element to understand, because if you believe your environment controls your emotions, then you're powerless to control or affect your emotions. And that's not the case, right? That's not the case. Everybody knows there are many, many people who can regulate and control their emotions in a way that what's also called emotional intelligence, the book by Goldman. Many people can can regulate their emotions in a way that let their lives be easy and fun and rewarding. All right, so the important thing is to realize there's two elements. First, you have the internal reaction. Well, actually, first you have the external trigger, right? You have the trigger, you have the thing outside of you that you perceive. Then you have the internal reaction, right? And that reaction is resistance to the idea of whatever this thing is. Or it can also be attachment to this idea. Whether you're resisting or attaching, either of those situations creates that internal state that we call an emotion. The Buddha said that all suffering comes from desire. And in my own personal practice, in my own meditation, that doesn't seem completely true because desire is perfectly natural. In my experience, where pain comes from, all suffering comes from either attachment or resistance, right? Addiction or aversion, one of these two things, right? We're not accepting something. Okay, so to give you a quick example of what this feels like, how it develops in your body and how it affects your physiology, we're going to sit up tall and straight like always. You're going to take a deep inhale, and I want you to hold your breath, okay? Deep inhale, hold your breath. Now I can't hold mine because I'm going to talk to you, but keep holding yours. As you hold your breath, I want you to pay attention to the sensation of holding your breath. What does it feel like? Where do you feel the sensations in your body? Wherever you feel those sensations, notice how they're getting stronger. Notice how they're building. Okay, we're not going to go too long. You can hold it a little longer. And when you release, I want you to let every muscle in your body relax. Let your whole body go soft. Ready? And exhale, relax, let your body melt. Deep inhale, and let yourself breathe at a normal pace and feel the sensation of the oxygen moving through your system. Feel everything in the system balancing back out. Okay, what just happened? You experienced resistance, okay? You experienced yourself restricting the flow of blood, of oxygen, of sensation. And the effect of that is tension, right? The moment you released that resistance, all the tension melts. All the tension melts. Every emotion we have is this exact same process, okay? The trigger might be different, and you might be resisting or you might be attaching. There's many different permutations of that. But every emotion we have is experienced in that way, and it's a physiological process. Emotions are not mental, they're physiological, okay? It's the mental choice, the decision, which creates the resistance that we experience physiologically, but the emotion is experienced in the body. The emotion is a sensation, okay? So as we work with these movements, as we work with these exercises, we use triggers that we know we have reactions to, and we allow the movement to let that tension release. As the tension releases, so does your resistance or your attachment to that given trigger. Does this make sense? There's no way you could ever imagine it being that simple, but it really is. So we're almost out of time. Gotta go. But if you have any questions about this process or any others, please put it in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, please like us, friend us, share us on Vimeo, Facebook, Dig, whatever your favorite watering hole is. And please come back for more, because we're going to keep going deeper and deeper into the 7 layers of being. So until next time, stay in your center and free yourself.